Well, I was getting a little disappointed here, you guys, because my calculator is still in bits. No, the GoPro sticker is not part of it. But, I was getting a little disappointed because I was thinking that I was going to have this solder today and I was going to be able to solder the calculator together and hopefully make it work, and that would have been today's vlog, but that is not going to happen. But, thankfully, I do actually have something to show today. Because that package might not have come, but a different package did. What package might be asking? Well, it's this. This is the remarkable. Well, let's actually hide the folio cover and bring you the actual device. This is the remarkable. What it is basically a giant tablet with an e-ink screen. The e-ink screen being the same technology used on the Kindle. Why did I not tell you guys about this, you might be asking? Well, that would be because it's a startup company and I ordered this thing for a pretty significant discount way back in, I think, either late April or early May. So it's been 6 months. But, it's finally here. And I'm ready to crack it open, but I'm not going to deal with the plastic on the camera because that's just asking for a nightmare. Well, this is actually the case it came in. And, this case is actually a supposedly folio light gray wool felt. But, it doesn't appear like I'm going to be able to easily get this thing off while it is in my hand, of course. But there's a little bit of work to get the thing off and pick the camera back up so I can continue to make a fool of myself for doing things on camera. Now this is the side the pen goes in, of course, the little leather set. And there's a slip here at the top where there's a piece of foam. A piece of foam with writing on it. Better paper, better thinking, remarkable. Here, have some foam. Are you excited to see it?
Yeah, I am.
Are you excited to think better with better paper?
Oh yeah, totally.
That's why you came in, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't actually, the folio doesn't feel particularly nice, I've got to be honest with you. The wool.
That's what wool felt feels like. It's kind of really popular in like Nordic countries right now.
Well, I mean that. I mean,
went over. They were making a plastic laminate in felt, this felt pattern, for arborite, and I got to see a sample of it, and it's like really freaking amazing because it looks like felt, and you'd think it was fuzzy. This is actual felt, and it is actually fuzzy.
Well, I mean, it would explain it if it was popular in Nordic countries, because I believe this was actually made in, well, not, yeah, it is made in Oslo, Norway.
Yeah, felt is really popular and stylish in Europe right now, so.
Well, then it makes sense. But let's either way get to the main issue here.
Drop it.
With the paper tablet. So it actually just, there's a little side flappy here. You unveil it. Oh no, they pulled an apple. They put crap on top of the thing, so you actually have to unveil it. And this is my first time seeing it in person. So here's a stylus, because of course it's a writing tablet, so of course there's a stylus.
And that stylus fits in the little leather pocket quite nicely.
So we've got that. And of course, the main beast here, which of course is going to be difficult for me to get with one hand, but there we go. It's lighter than I was expecting. It's way lighter than I was expecting, actually. Your Remarkable was powered off, and because that's written on an e-ink screen, I'm assuming that is actually e-ink. Here, hold it.
That is actually way lighter than I was expecting.
It's crazy light, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Well, we'll take the plastic wrap off in a second. Hold power to start your Remarkable. Let's see what else is in here. So marker tips. So they actually did give us some spare marker tips. I'm going to leave this in the box so I don't lose them. A quick guide. Let's see here. Anything important in here? Not really. Doesn't look like. Information on how to charge it. Change things. And this, as far as I'm concerned, is probably just a micro USB cable. It is exactly a micro USB cable, actually. I'm just going to leave that in the box because I don't really care about it. I have enough of those things floating around on that wall hook right there. That far left wall hook is all micro USB chargers. I think we've got enough of them up there.
Yeah.
But you want to hold this while I take the plastic wrap off? You can actually open the screen if you want to open the screen. But so there's a little arrow right here, so I'd assume that they want us to actually do some of the arrow. I'll hold it so you can get a little more light in on the screen. So yeah, this pops right off and it unravels, and goodbye last moment with that fingerprints on it. Here we go. But yeah, the screen is actually, obviously, whatever is here is completely on the screen. Soon power is this going to be this button on the top. This honestly does not feel electronic. I can't actually describe to you how light this thing feels. I think this thing might actually be lighter than the 6-inch Kindle. Do you think?
Maybe.
It honestly feels about as light as the Paperwhite. Here, hold both. I'll give you, while it's booting up, I'll take the camera. Tell me what you think.
It is about as light as the Paperwhite, slightly heavier, but that's a given its size.
But it's just barely.
Barely, yeah.
There's no way I can legitimately give you an idea of how light this thing is, especially if you don't own a Paperwhite. And this thing, absolutely tiny. I mean, if you were to compare it to like even an iPad Air or something, you would notice a massive difference.
It's actually like, I can hold it above my head really easily.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was trying to like come up with a better comparison for those that didn't know what a Paperwhite felt like. It feels kind of like a small like notebook.
I'd say
like
it's even lighter
notebook.
than a notebook.
I mean, it's slightly lighter than it's like. I want to like it's like a.
Here, just compare it with this. That
It's
isn't
like twice as heavy.
Yeah, that is an iPad Air 2. It's one of Apple's lightest devices they've ever made that has actually a slightly smaller screen size than it.
See, I was gonna like compare it to like a Moleskine journal. It's like kind of almost like that.
It's crazy how light it is. That's honestly my first impression, is crazy how light it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have been exaggerating a little bit earlier when I told you how light this thing was, but not that much. Like, honestly, yeah, sure, it's not going to beat out, like, my phone or anything else, but it really, really is crazy light. Like, legitimately, definitely toasts the iPads. There's not an iPad that competes with it. Toasts the Kindle DX, which is sitting over there underneath the camera. It really does flatten everything else just in terms of that, and it actually works pretty well too. It's very, very responsive, and we'll do a little bit more in-depth testing in the near future, but I'm going to call it a day for today because it's already after 11:30 at night and I need to get to bed.